Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day to my panel, Dr. Abdul Malik bin Abdul Wahab and Dr. Muhammad Nur Hisham bin Abdul Rani. My name is Muhammad SYUKRI bin MAZLAN. I am from Faculty of Mechanical Engineering, UiTM Shah Alam. My topic for final year project is Football Data Interpretation and Visualization for Sports Engineering. My supervisor is Sir Khairul Imran bin Sainan. I will proceed to my overview of the project. In the world of big data, the best way to communicate insight is using data visualization. In this paper, it provides a taxonomy of sports data in football visualization, and it will summarize the data from three aspects of data types, which are main tasks, visualization techniques, and visual analysis. The main objective of this paper is to identify the difference of playing pattern for Liverpool FC during Jurgen Klopp's era. To identify the playing pattern, this paper will display the diagram of the passing networks for Liverpool FC. With the use of Tableau software, it will increase the flow of analysis and make the data accessible to people through interactive charts, graphs, and diagrams. This paper also introduced visual analysis research work of competitive football, summarize multimedia visualization in football, and finally discuss the visual analysis evaluation. So, for this project, I should be able to collect and present large and complex data in the flexible way and make readers easy to understand. This project is powerful and widely applicable for interpreting large and complex data that allow it to be useful in sports engineering industry. Next, I will proceed to the introduction of my project. So, the playing pattern before and after Klopp's prime era was different. As a Liverpool fan, I am beyond happy with the achievements they had on season 1920. They have won the treble with three major cups, which are English Premier League, UEFA Champions League, and UEFA Super Cup. They are the first English side that had ever won the treble. To relate the passing network with playing pattern, it requires post-match data analysis of the passing statistics. Passing network is constructed from the observation of the ball exchange between players. Passing network consists of network nodes and links, which the network nodes represent the football players and links represent the amount of passes made between any of two players in a team. With the aid of passing network, sports analysts or coaches can easily determine the playing pattern of a team. To complete this project, I will be using two software, which are Tableau and Social Network Visualizer software. Tableau software will present the large and big data analysis, while Social Network Visualizer will display the passing network diagram. And I will be using the network analysis method to complete this project. Next, I will proceed to the problem statement of this project. The first one is positioning of players and playing pattern of a team could be very hard to determine. Identifying key players is really needed for a team to win the football matches. And lastly, playing pattern of a team are not consistent throughout the match. So, to answer all the problem statements that have been stated, the objectives of this paper is to display the passing network of Liverpool FC using the network analysis method. The next one is to determine the playing pattern of Liverpool FC in prime years season 1920. Next, I will explain the scope and limitation of this project. The scope of this project is it only requires passing completions and positions, only 10 matches in season 18-19 and 19-20. I will be using Tableau and social network visualizer software. So there are several limitations of this project. It will not include demographic data of the players such as age, height and weight of the players. The location of nodes indicates the average position of players. This is because players tend to move around freely in football match. So the location of nodes will be determined by the average position of the players. And lastly, it will not include the substitute players, only the first 11 players. Then we proceed to literature review. I have made some research on previous articles and journals for the related project. The most vital aspect to win any football match is play pattern. All papers that have been studied does not prove the playing pattern and passing network for Liverpool FC. So the study states that individual contributions, particularly the intermediary function of players, have not been discovered in football based on a separate study of passing networks. It is only aggregated passing data from many time periods or the full match was used in those studies. Next, for the second objective, there is no studies that shows the playing pattern for Liverpool FC. As stated in the previous studies, playing pattern can increase performances. It can come up with various kind of style and can be determined with the aid of network analysis. However, this paper will demonstrate the difference of playing patterns of Liverpool FC in the prime era with the related of passing network. Then, I proceed to the methodology for this project. Firstly, I will do a research on background of the project. I will identify the objectives and scope of the project. I will find related article and research papers. Identify the best possible method to complete the study. And I will identify the data types need to be collected. For this project, I will be collected two types of data, which is player analysis and match analysis. For player analysis, I will determine the XY coordinates of players from the passes completion statistics. I will plot the player positions with node and link in social network visualizer and identifying the play pattern with the passing network diagram. For match analysis, I will find raw dataset from website and will collect the data. Both of the output will be visualized in Tableau software. Next, we proceed to network procedure. I will start with Tableau software. The first step is to input all datasets that have been collected from the website, rearrange the data based on the attributes, and visualize according to the related topics. Next, for social network visualizer, plotting the players in XY coordinates using post-match data analysis, the passes completion of Liverpool FC on season 19-20. After the play pattern has been identified, I will extract all the adjacency metrics as the output. All results will be tabulated and visualized in Tableau software. What is network analysis? It is a collection of integrated tools for depicting relationships among players and analyzing the social structures that arise as a result of the repetition of these connections. So the sample data that I will be used for this project is 10 matches for Liverpool FC in season 18-19 and 19-20. There are several outputs that will be extracted from the social network visualizer, which is total linkage, network density, clustering coefficient, and adjacency matrix. Last but not least, at the end of this project, I should be able to visualize passing network of Liverpool FC using Tableau software by network analysis in social network visualizer. This will make readers easily access and understand about big data analysis in football. This could also be used for sports analysts and football tacticians in football matches. There are several screenshots from the software that I have been extracted in this slide.